Welcome back to Fairfax Pilates. I'm Brittany, and our Pilates class today is going to be a full body, all levels workout on the Pilates tower or Cadillac. So I say all levels, be warned that there are some challenging moves here, but you can do it. So when you're ready, let's begin. We are going to begin our workout today standing on the bed. I like to stand on the seam of the two mats using the roll down bar hip distance apart. And let's just start with just a slight bit of back extension with lat presses. And then let's curve the back. So we're going to just go into extension as we pull and then a slight flexion. We are just warming up the back here, getting some muscles warm. Inhale, pull. And slight extension, and then exhale. Now we're going to forward fold, bringing the hands right below the shoulders as we drive the bar down towards the ground, and then we scoop through the tail and tummy and round our way back up. Pull for the back extension to finish. Head nod, flexing forward one vertebrae at a time as we take the bar down towards the mat, and then a scoop through the tummy and roll our way back up. Finish with back extension. Should feel quite nice actually on the spine. Let's make sure those hands stay under the shoulders. You want to have your thumbs looped around the bar for safety. I know it feels like it's not going anywhere, but just be sure, protect your teeth. Okay, so 1 foot behind is going to carry about 5% of our body weight. And then as we fold forward, we can lift the leg. So if you are not feeling confident in your balance, that right leg, the gesture leg, can certainly just stay grounded. Otherwise, here's a lovely flow. We fold forward as we hinge the leg up, going for like a RDL kind of move here. And then we pull the knee up toward the chest as we rebalance in perfect posture. Folding forward, initiate with the glute to send the leg up. And then we lower and lift that gesture leg. Just make the shoulder girdle your emphasis here. Tighten up the tummy, and then we pull back up, reset, and starting on the other side. Okay, tiny bit of the body weight here on the back toe. If you want, you can leave it. Otherwise, as we fold forward, you are hinging that leg up, and then we slow return back to standing. Maybe the knee passes through center and up to the chest, or perhaps you need to touch it down. Pick the poison that you need for today, what your working level is today. And then all the way back up we go. Knee to chest. Folding forward. Keeping your balance. And then we're going to do those pulses with the leg. And lift through the tush here. Again, and then we pull the knee up to the chest, use the abs to do that, and then let's get our feet down. All right, we're gonna still stand, but we're facing our back to the tower, and let's just get some chest presses in. There's a slight diagonal lean from the head to the feet. Keep your body in neutral. We're just getting chest presses here. And then we're going to hold it out and lift and lower the arms. Keep the diagonal and keep the arms straight. Lift and lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and last. We're going to do those. You can sometimes do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously just one today. All right, so now we're going to do these little bicep squats. So because of the resistance on this roll down bar, you don't have to set back quite as far. When you sit into your bicep curl and your squat, your shoulders over hips and your knees over heels, please. So you curl, you bring in those hands in towards your ears. Elbows are about shoulder height. Go for anywhere from 6 to 10 of these repetitions, squeezing through the heels and the glutes. And then let's tail tuck, tuck, like we're in a bar class, scoop. So this is wonderful for stretching out the lower back and of course just isolating the lower abs. Meanwhile, thighs are on fire with this isometric contraction. Love it. All right, coming on down to our knees, we're gonna just do some traditional lat pulls. So you're gonna just push the arms straight down to the thighs and then a slow release. Pull down, inhale breath, and then exhale, return. And again, pull. So meanwhile, we've got this imaginary yoga block between the thighs that we're gonna keep squeezing with those adductors throughout the movement here. Inhale, pull, and exhale to return. Okay, let's get our feet up against the frame, and we're gonna just do regular roll downs. I love to spend some of my workouts, if not all of them, focusing on the lumbar mobility. I find that that is such an injury prevention move, so you're gonna find that in all of the workouts here. So really articulate down and articulate up. It's like a string of beads. Your back should move like a string of beads. The more fluid it is and feels, the less pain you will have. Add your rows here at the bottom, and then we're gonna slowly peel our way back up. Seated nice and posture at the top, rolling down. Okay, now let's bring those knees bent, and we're just doing these small pulses. So again, with the intention of that mobility of the low back, we are just flexing. Yes, the abs are working, you have a lot of support, so it is a lot more about the back mobility than it is just those abdominals working here. All right, now we're gonna scooch closer, and now we're really talking with the abs. So we're gonna rest our feet on that center bar where the push-through bar hangs. And this is sort of like a teaser, right? Because our legs are already in the air. So we rise all the way up and then scoop and roll down. The difference is as you roll all the way to the top, we don't try to stay rounded at the top, elongate the spine and get that straightening through the upper back here, just like teaser. Pull, and then we roll all the way up to the top. Okay, now I love this little kayak version. So you swivel the bar over, and you focus on one side of the obliques at a time. I picture my spine as the center of the road, and then you're rolling down on like the right side of the road or the left side of the road. So you want to just kind of touch on just the side muscles there behind on opposite sides of the spine itself. Keeping those legs nice and steady, keeping the arms straight, and just move through these oblique variation teasers. And then we're just gonna pulse right here in the center, curl the tail under, flexing back. Flexing back. So this one, again, a lot of assistance on the abdominal portion, but really working through the mobility of the spine. Okay, let's just get a little couple of bridges here to stretch out those hip flexors. This is sort of like a breathing exercise on the Cadillac. You're gonna press the bar down towards the hips as the hips thrust up. Again, you're doing that sequential vertebrae peeling up on those. All right. So now let's switch things around here. We are going to use our leg springs. So we're laying down on our back, head toward the tower, about an arm's distance away from the frame, and then we'll place our feet in the straps. All right, so your arms can stay on the frame or they can lay at your sides. If they're on the frame, they're higher than your head, please. Maintain an imprint low back, and we are just lifting and lowering. So I always go through all three variations: parallel, lateral, and then rotated inward. So play around with all three of that variation here. Engage the abs as much as you can. So as we press the feet forward, you want to be tightening up through the tummy. Exhale forward, inhale, lift. Exhale forward, inhale, lift. So just go through parallel, lateral, and then turn in, and then right into our bend and stretch. I like this one lateral. So the heels can either stay connected or just slightly separated, but we're going for fluidity here, mobilizing through the lower back and of course the hips. Stag is a little funnier on the tower. You have to have a lot of awareness in what's happening spatially here as the legs are doing two very different things. So one bends, one is straight, and then we press together. Inhale towards you, exhale away, and in and away. The lower you send your springs, the more challenge that it will be through your hamstrings. Okay, and then we're just going to do little circles here. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then we can reverse them. And a shuffle here. Climb the hill if you like. I find that my inner thighs feel more when I'm shuffling up and down versus just in a stationary place. Floating up, 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 and then down, 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 down. All the way up to the top and all the way down. Do as many of these as you like. Somewhere between 3 and 6 is always this right spot, it seems. Okay, and then over-unders, lateral rotation, slice over, under, over, under, over, under. About 8 to 10 over-unders. And then we're going to bend the knees back in, and we're going to just do a little stretch there. Never miss the opportunity to do a little stretch before you get out. All right, then we're going to just use the mat itself and just do a little bit of your basic ab work here. Always find a way to throw this in. Squeeze in your stretch first. All right, and then we're going down onto our backs right into single leg stretch to begin. One knee in, one leg out. Now you can certainly grab the knee. Hands behind the head will make that a little more fire. So you pick. So nice normal tempo here to get started. Add the rotation here for the obliques, for the bicycle. Remember, it's the rib to the opposite hip here versus the elbow to the knee. And then we're gonna go long and then around for double leg stretch. Reach and around, reach and around. Straighten out the legs and around. So maintain that lift in the upper body. Inhale, stretch, exhale around, right into scissors. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, inhale and exhale on that switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. You can do this in pointed and plantar flexion or in dorsiflexion. Lower on 3, 2, 1, lift. Lower, 2, 3, lift. Lower, 2, 3, and lift. Let's make sure that your legs are only going so low that you can maintain a strong imprint. You don't want the back lifting off the mat. And lift. And then just go up for some basic crunches, keeping those legs vertical here. 5 and 6, 7, 8, and let's pull it in and rock our way up. Just stretch forward. See if you can grab the outer edge of the toes there. And now straddle the mat and lean directly forward, opening up those adductors. Just take a couple of breaths here, and then maybe reaching off to the side, opposite arm to hip, get that lateral stretch. Reach and stretch. All right, so we're gonna do things a bit differently now. Let's swap out the leg springs and replace it with our arm springs, please. You can leave them on the same settings. So I believe mine are somewhere around 8. Okay, so we're gonna start facing our tower to begin. Our knees, our legs are gonna be together. Knees are bent, and our bicep curls here. So we're in that knuckles together right in the center of the chest, and we're just scooping back. So this looks a lot like we did in that roll down bar. Again, just that mobility of our lumbar spine being absolutely priority. We're just tucking under as we roll back, and now rotate and rotate. The legs are still. This would be easier if the legs were stretched out completely. Bent knees makes this one a little bit harder. Side and side. Keeping the knuckles by your chest, and then let's just go right in that clutch bicep where we're just pulling the hands in towards the center of the chest here. Inhale long, exhale pull, and pull. and then just stretch forward just for a second. Okay, so from here, we're gonna just have our knees a little bit bent and we're just pulling the arms down and back. If your arms need to be a bit wider than the bed, please do that. We wanna have the arms straight here. Tall posture, abs in, and we're just drawing those arms back and back. Now, reverse flies, so our palms face each other and we open as wide as we can here. Watch that it doesn't arch the spine. You want to keep your belly engaged and just moving from the arms. Now long legs, and we're going to put this all together. Twisty, twisty. Come all the way up by reverse flying. And then we're gonna bring our hands to our chest. We scoop back, twisty, twisty, and then reverse fly to assist the upward flexion. Yep, and again, hands together, chest level, scoop and roll back, twisty, twisty, to the center, with that reverse fly, coming up with the reverse delta, the rear delts helping us out here. Rolling back, twisty, twisty. Center, and then reverse fly to sit. Okay, so let's change things around here a little bit. We're going to flip around onto our back, so our head is toward the tower, still holding on to the arm springs, please. Okay, and then by using the arm springs this way, we have some support here for some ab work. Okay, so we're going to just press the arms down a few times, find that resistance, figure out where we need to be, and then tabletop the legs. And let's repeat like a single leg position, rocking knees. So one table, one straight, rock the knees in. And then let's do the same thing. So we're just rocking that shape of the legs in. Meanwhile, the arms are pressing down firmly towards the ground, engaging the low back here and the lats. And we're just alternating here. So single leg stretch paired with a lat press. 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, switch the legs, repeat. And 8 and 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. And then we'll put the feet down. Okay, triceps here. Elbows can be resting or hovering off the mat. And then wide flies. So on these, when the arms open wide, push that lowest rib into the mat, please. And then we can do a full jumping jack or snow angel. Flexion, open the arms and legs in unison here. Low back imprinted, open, close, open, close. And then bring it all back in. All right, very nice. Rock yourselves up and let's make another change. So we're going to flip onto a prone position. We're still going to use the arm springs here for that flying eagle variation. Scooch back, I don't know, a quarter of the way back, and legs wide, holding the edges of the mat with your feet. And this is sort of like a big breast stroke, or I'm sorry, butterfly stroke. Pull back, and then you lift up and around, driving the arms down and then circling up and around. Pull it down like you're going up and over the water, and then you push through the water up and around. Okay, so let's get that resistance down and around. So we're squeezing with our inner thighs to support the back here as well. Inhale and return. So you want to inhale with that lift. So here in this case, we're going to go reverse. We're inhaling up and exhaling down. Pressing against resistance as we extend the spine on the inhale breath, and then exhale, bring it back and around. Lift and return. Lift and return. Inhale on the way back, and then exhale forward. Inhale back, and then exhale forward. Let's just go right into a swim here. We can never do these enough. You should be able to swim for days. Keep the pubic bone down, the hip bones down, and just alternate. And then maybe we're just gonna do some beats. The arms floating makes beats more exciting, right? More work in the abs and in the back muscles. Point 2, 3, 4, flex 2, 3, 4. Point 2, 3, 4, flex 2, 3, 4. Yep, and then let's just take a little shell stretch here. Back bend first, and then we're gonna go into a shell. So I just wanna really flex through the spine here. Take your time, shifting your weight side to side. Okay guys, that is it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you liked today's class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Leave us a comment, let us know what you'd like to see next, and have yourself an amazing day. See you next time.